I'm Brittany Sheehan, and you're watching SAL News. In this episode, you will learn what housing activities are discriminatory, hear about a doggone great opening, and which department is inviting citizens to join them for a cup of coffee.
Last week, you learned about the role of the Community Relations Division and the types of discrimination complaints they investigate: housing, employment, and accommodation. Now, over the course of the next 3 shows, I'll share with you information about each. First, let's review housing discrimination, which is a nationwide issue that is severely underreported. According to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, it is estimated that more than 2 million instances of housing discrimination occur each year, but less than 1% are reported. The problem is that many renters and homebuyers are unaware that they have been victims of housing discrimination because they do not know or fully understand which activities are illegal under the Fair Housing Act. The Fair Housing Act covers most housing. In some circumstances, the Act exempts owners-occupied buildings with no more than 4 units, single-family housing sold or rented without the use of a broker, and housing operated by organizations and private clubs that limit occupancy to members. Landlords and homeowners cannot refuse to rent or sell you a home, refuse to negotiate for housing, make housing unavailable, deny a dwelling, set different terms and conditions or privileges for sale or rental of a dwelling, provide different housing services or facilities, falsely deny that housing is available for inspection, sale, or rental, for profit persuade homeowners to sell or rent dwellings by suggesting that people of a particular race have moved or are about to move in the neighborhood. This is known as blockbusting. Deny anyone access to or membership in a facility or service related to the sale or rental of housing. Refuse to let you make reasonable modifications to your dwelling or common use areas at your expense. If necessary for the disabled person to use the housing, refuse to make reasonable accommodations in rules, policies, practices, or services if it may be necessary to use the housing on an equal basis with a non-disabled person. When it comes to mortgage lending, no one may take advantage of the following actions: refuse to make a mortgage loan, refuse to provide information regarding loans, impose different terms or conditions on a loan, such as different interest rates, points, or fees, discriminate in appraising property, refuse to purchase a loan or set different terms or conditions for purchasing a loan. If you are a landlord, tenant, homebuyer, or seller and would like to know more about the fair housing laws, call the Community Relations Division at 785-309-5745 and visit www.salina-ks.gov Community Relations or www.hud/gov. In our next episode, learn about accommodation and discrimination.
The City of Salina has announced that the new dog park at the south end of the East Crawford Recreation Area will officially open on August 20th. Planning for the park began last year and construction began this spring. At the July 18th City Commission meeting, the Commission approved the resolution to begin the naming process for the park after gathering citizen input through surveys. The proposed name, Barkley Park. The new dog park was funded through private donations. It will cover 2 acres previously used for yard waste disposal and be composed of 3 areas. One area will hold larger dogs, another smaller dogs, and the last will be unused to allow the turf to regrow. The city's Parks and Recreation Department will maintain and operate the park and will rotate which area is unused. Animal Shelter Superintendent Vanessa Cowie said that the current dog park is insufficient for Salina's population size and is grateful to the city and all those who have donated for supporting this project.
Last spring, the City Commission voted to close 4th Street between Claflin and Cloud so the Kansas Wesleyan University campus and athletic fields could be connected. Their decision came after a study conducted by Wilson & Company. They determined that the nearby streets could easily handle the additional traffic. The street, which previously carried 2-way traffic, was permanently closed on August 1st.
The Salina Police Department will host Coffee with a Cop at McDonald's, 1100 East Crawford Street, on Tuesday, August 23rd from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Coffee with a Cop provides individuals with an opportunity to ask questions, voice concerns, and get to know the officers serving their community in a relaxed environment. Coffee with a Cop is one of the most successful oriented policing programs across the country. Since its inception, more than 2,000 communities have held events. The program is supported by the United States Department of Justice, Office of Community-Oriented Policing Services. Coffee with a Cop was integrated into the Salina community in 2014 by Chief of Police Brad L. Nelson. He said, "These events have proven to be extremely popular for the citizens and the police officers. The conversations have been overwhelmingly positive, especially in these trying times, and are a benefit to the community." The Salina Police Department has held 9 Coffee with a Cop events.
How many people attended the Smoky Hill River Festival this year? A, 43,695, B, 56,361, or C, 70,180? If you answered B, you are correct. This year, 56,351 guests, vendors, and exhibitors from roughly 35 states visited the festival. And over a 3-week period, they pumped more than $3 million into our local economy. Want to find out more about this year's festival? Visit www.salina-ks.gov and select 2016 Festival Highlights, located in the Featured Items feed. I'm Marnie Ryan. Thanks for watching SAL News, where we share with you the latest city news and events.